take clean water for granted, I have to admit that I often have. It is so easy to simply turn on our faucet and trust that water will flow clean and healthy. But do you know that there is a huge and growing crisis of contaminated water in our world? Not only internationally, but just down the road in Middle Tennessee. There are over 844 million people in our world without access to clean drinking water. That is 1 out of 10 people. In 2007, a small group of dedicated individuals introduced Westminster Presbyterian Church to a growing organization named Living Waters for the World. Westminster quickly endorsed this mission as a meaningful way to live out God's Word and to love our neighbors. As volunteers, we are trained, equipped, and supported to install clean water systems globally and locally. We truly believe that our mission partnerships empower everyday people in helping them to build and sustain their water systems, thus creating many positive benefits in their lives. God's gift of clean water is essential to life, not only spiritually but physically. We believe all of God's children deserve clean water.
Hello, my name is Dennis Williams. Since 2012, I've coordinated the Living Waters program in Tennessee for the church. We've tested rural water supplies in several Tennessee counties and found, for the most part, that their water is unsafe to drink. We focused mainly in Macon County, where only 60% of the population there is served by utility districts. We've installed 40 water systems, with 32 of those systems being in Macon County, 7 in other Tennessee counties, and 1 in Allen County, Kentucky. Our crews go out and test families' water supplies, and from those tests design and install water systems that make their water meet safe drinking water standards. My greatest joy in this program, though, is to be able to test the water after installing a system and then call the families and tell them that their water is now safe to drink. I believe that the Living Waters program that the church is doing is a wonderful way to spread God's love to families in rural Tennessee.
Since 2007, Westminster has been sending teams of people to the country of Peru. We go to places where there's a source of water, such as a stream or a river or a well, but the water is unsafe to drink. We teach people how to install systems that make water safe for drinking and for bathing young children. We also teach them to stay healthy by safe ways to wash their hands. So far, we have helped our friends in Peru install 13 water systems in churches, boys' homes, a clinic, and a school. We have made many friends in Peru and stay close to them between the times that we are able to visit with them.
There are over 800 million people in the world whose water is contaminated with germs that produce illnesses which cause the deaths of over 4 million people, most of whom are children. Living Waters for the World attempts to help solve this problem. In Peru, a country with thousands of years of history, we meet and get to know people from an entirely different culture. To me, one of the most important aspects of the ministry, in addition to helping install the equipment which cleans the water, is the realization that all people everywhere have the same needs and wants. We want good health, we want strong families, we want to love and be loved, we want to be safe, we want to have a healthy planet, and we want the opportunity to have an education that enables us to be the best person that we can. Westminster's Living Waters for the World team feels blessed to be called to serve and to develop these relationships. We feel that all God's children deserve the chance to have clean water.
There are several ways you can join in the Living Waters ministry at Westminster. You can give with your financial support to the church. You can go to be trained to do this work at Clean Water U. You can go on trips to Macon County, Tennessee, and to Peru. You can tell others about this ministry at Westminster and this opportunity to serve others and live out the Word. And you can pray for our friends and partners in Tennessee and in Peru, and for our teams when they travel, because we believe that all of God's children deserve to have clean water.